Recorded live in beautiful Colorado, USA. Broadcast around the world. You're listening to the Quarterly Review Podcast. Produced by Three Angels Message Ministry. Your host is Tamara Rookdashel.
Welcome to the Quarterly Review Podcast, produced by Three Angels Message Ministry. I'm your host, Tamara Rookdashel, and today is Thursday, August 8th, 2019. This quarter is titled The Least of These. This week, we're covering Lesson 6, titled Worship the Creator, and today's lesson is titled Mercy and Faithfulness. If you have the printed booklet, please follow along. If not, you can order a copy from our resource library. Let us begin with the word of prayer. Precious Creator, it's both humbling and empowering to learn about you, why you created us, and who we are in relation to you and each other. All good gifts are from you, but the gift of humility opens us up to being able and worthy to receive so much more. Because we give from the blessings we receive from you, all the more can flow through us. How is it we let blessing feed selfishness? Relieve us of the temptation that so many have fallen to place ourselves above others, to lie, cheat, and steal for ourselves by taking what rightfully belongs to other people, because it is to lie, cheat, and steal from you. And that is just deceiving ourselves, because nothing is done that escapes your notice. You are the revealer of secrets, and so I ask that you reveal any secret thing hiding within us that can hinder us from carrying out your will. Send us as emissaries. In Yeshua's name, we praise you, love you, and thank you. Amen. If you do not have a printed quarterly workbook, we recommend writing down and looking up the Bible text in your own Bible, regardless of whether we read the entire text to you or only refer to it. It is also recommended that you write down your answers to the questions so that they inspire further thought, to inspire action, to inspire change in your life and the lives of those you may impact. If you lead out in a small group or Bible study, we have made available a free PDF download of just the questions for each week, available within our blog post. So, Thursday, August 8th, Mercy and Faithfulness. When Jesus was confronted by some of the religious leaders of his day who criticized him for eating with quote-unquote sinners, he quoted the prophet Hosea, telling them to go back to their books and discover what God really meant when he said, quote, I desire mercy, not sacrifice, end quote, in Matthew 9:13 NIV. And he was quoting Hosea 6 verse 6. As we will see, Jesus lived a life of caring and service. His interactions with others, his healing miracles, and many of his parables demonstrated and urged that a life lived in such a way was the best way to express true devotion to God. The religious leaders were his greatest critics, but also were the targets of his harshest criticism. Like the religious people of Isaiah's day, they believed that they ensured their special relationship with God because of their religious practices, while at the same time they were exploiting the poor and ignoring the needy. Their worship was out of step with their actions, and Jesus was not reserved in his condemnation of such hypocrisy. I will read Mark 12, verses 38 to 40 out of the KJV. And he said unto them in his doctrine, Beware of the scribes, which love to go in long clothes, and love salutations in the marketplaces, and the chief seats in the synagogues, and the uppermost rooms at feasts, which devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayers. These shall receive greater damnation. Does Jesus' comment that they, quote, devour widows' houses, end quote, seem out of place in this list? Or is that the point that Jesus is trying to make? How would you explain why, quote, these shall receive greater damnation, end quote? I don't think it's out of place. It all stems from self-centered narcissism. They should be shepherds of God's sheep, not those that lead them to slaughter. Perhaps Jesus' most frightening sermon, particularly for religious people, is that found in Matthew 23. Not only did Jesus describe their religion as not helping people who are disadvantaged in life, he considered such religion as adding to their burdens. By their actions, or at times their lack of action and caring, Jesus said they, quote, shut the door of the kingdom in people's faces, end quote, Matthew 23, verse 13, NIV. But echoing the prophets of centuries earlier, Jesus also directly addressed the gap between their serious religious practices and the injustices they condoned and profited from. Quote, woe to you, teachers of the law, and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You give a tenth of your spices, mint, dill, and cumin, but you have neglected the more important matters of the law, justice, mercy, and faithfulness, end quote. Matthew 23:23, NIV. Jesus was quick to add that the religious practices and observances are not wrong in themselves, but they should not take the place of treating others fairly. How can we avoid the trap of thinking that having and knowing the truth is enough? Truth is, by design, to be shared, or it causes harm to the one concealing it. We hope you enjoyed our review of today's quarterly lesson. Please visit us online to see what other services we offer and to become involved in the conversation within our forum. If you are also looking for groups in your area that are studying with us, we can provide information to connect you. If you are looking to find or purchase materials we reference in our podcasts, videos, or PDFs, please visit us online at www.3am-ministry.org. We look forward to connecting with you online in the future and in God's kingdom. Have a blessed day.
Thank you for joining us today. To find out more about our ministry, listen to older podcasts, read additional articles, join our forum, access printable PDFs, or order your own published quarterly booklet, please visit us online at www.3am-ministry.org. Have a blessed and prosperous day.